French captain Kylian Mbappe is under fire. Why? Because he gave playing for his country a miss and took a break to recharge instead. For those uninitiated, here's a bit of a primer. It began when Mbappe announced that he would miss some of France's UEFA Nations League matches due to an injury. Fans, of course, sympathized initially. Injuries, after all, can sideline even the best of players. Then, of course, came the second incident. Just days after that, Mbappe turned up for Real Madrid. He returned to the pitch in Champions League and also for Real's La Liga game against Villarreal. This was when supporters started asking why couldn't Mbappe do that for France. The situation further worsened when he was spotted at a Stockholm nightclub on the same night France played Israel. France, of course, ended up winning that encounter, rather clinically. 4-1 the scoreline, a thumping win. But fans were left talking about not the result, but images of Mbappe enjoying his night out. And that enraged fans. Criticism poured in from various quarters, commentators, fans all weighed in on this. Some very harsh tweets out there. Former PSG player Gregory Paisley, in fact, said as a captain, Mbappe needed to set an example. Look, we all know what the larger issue here is. Athletes are often held to a higher moral standard. They're expected to embody the utmost sense of dedication and discipline, both on and off the field at all times. And this holds true mostly for someone like Kylian Mbappe, someone of his stature, the player who has the eyes of the entire world on him. He enjoys stupendous stardom, and when that kind of spotlight is on you, even a night out becomes a bit of a headline the next morning. His teammates in the French squad, though, are not buying into the outrage. Chelsea's Wesley Fofana came out in his defense.
Mbappe going to Sweden? Everyone does what they want in their free time. It's not a topic of discussion. It isn't something we have talked about today. I hadn't heard about this story. Are we making too much of it? I don't know. He's the best French player, so it's normal that it is very publicized. I think that from time to time go a little too far. You should ask Kylian Mbappe.
So there's that question. Are fans and the media at large holding Mbappe to an impossible standard? Mbappe's situation is a little more complicated, of course. He is the captain of the French squad. The responsibility of setting an example, leading from the front every single time, falls squarely on him. Also because of vice-captain Antoine Griezmann's recent retirement from international football. Griezmann had been long since a core figure in that French lineup. In the light of all this, and of course his exit, the spotlight naturally falls on the young Mbappe. He has undoubtedly added more weight to his responsibilities. Another point to note, Mbappe didn't act out of line. He didn't sneak out or abandon his duties. He chose to spend the time that he knew was his own, the way he wanted to unwind. That doesn't make him any less committed to his team than he already is. A similar statement echoed by France's boss Didier Deschamps.
I don't follow the news of players who are not here. Kylian is following a program with Real Madrid. I don't know if he was away or not. Like any player for his club, he follows a program. If players have days off, they are free to do what they want.
In a video statement released by the French Football Federation, Coach Deschamps made it clear that while Mbappe remains a crucial figure for France, his main employer still is his club, Real Madrid. I have to cite the incident of Marcus Rashford here. He was given a dressing down by his coach and manager, Erik ten Hag. What did he do? He called in sick for a training session, skipped it the day after a loss. No reason to be pulled up, right? But then pictures started coming out of Rashford out partying in Belfast, meaning he was not sick. That prompted a disciplinary action. That is why Mbappe's situation is fundamentally different. He wasn't hiding a condition or lying about his fitness. The criticism directed at him isn't based on deception or neglecting his duties, but rather on the moral expectation that he should be resting and winding down in a more traditional way, a way that seems more acceptable, especially if you're someone in the public eye.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.